Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy MTG back here with another video today, and today I'm going to be going over the good, the bad, and the ugly of Madden 23 Ultimate Team. Now listen, I'm going to give EA their flowers. I think they did a lot of good things this year, really good steps forward into the future, but there's a ton of stuff that needs fixed into this game, and like they said, Madden 24 is going to be a make or break year, so hopefully these do get fixed, and we actually end up seeing some really big improvements into the game, and hopefully the game is much better next year. If you guys do enjoy the video, like, subscribe, comment down below, turn on post notifications, and without further ado, let's get into it. So we're going to start off with the good stuff, start off on a positive note, and some of the good stuff I think this year. First of all, the amount of content they dropped is absolutely insane. You guys can see all the promos we have right here, a lot more than usual. I mean, we got a ton of stuff this year, and not to mention we got content on both Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. We got it 4 times a week, sometimes even more than that. And then usually we're used to seeing, the Friday drop, a Team of the Week drop, and Legends. So we're used to seeing, to be honest with you. But we actually ended up getting a Monday drop in there as well. So we have basically LTDs all the time, which I think is really good for the game. Have LTDs and packs basically every single day, especially whenever the season is intact. You got AKA LTDs, you got Team of the Week LTDs, you got your Thursday content LTDs, and then you also got yourself some Legend LTDs as well. So all that stuff, I think the amount of content they put in the game cannot be stated enough. I think they did a great job of content this year. A lot of stuff, a lot of cool cards, a lot of unique cards. I thought they did very good with that. Also, I think all the LTDs this year were really affordable. Now, granted, I am going to tell you a reason why that was bad in just a little bit, but all the LTDs were basically 450 to 500k, which I think is really good. There were some that were better. Cam Chancellor was like 2 million coins. There was an Aaron Rodgers, which was 1 million coins. Tom Brady was 2-3 million coins when it came out. There were cards that were expensive, but for the most part, cards which are just you can use as rentals, they were on there. I think that was awesome. And then finally, I think the stat balancing this year was very, very good. I don't think they made anybody super overpowered. And I feel like, some of the guys like Tyreek Hill, some of the faster guys in the league actually were being able to be used because the stats were more balanced out. You didn't have, AJ Green, for example, didn't have a card which had 95 speed, and Tyreek Hill had a card that had 94 speed. Tyreek Hill would have 99, AJ Green would have like 96, 97, making you want to use that 99 speed Tyreek Hill if you were looking for speed. So I think overall, those 3 categories, I think they hit very well this year. I hope they carry those over into Madden 24 Ultimate Team. But now let's talk about some of the stuff that I think needs work on. The first thing I think that needs work on, and I think they did a good job implementing this, but we can just kind of tweak it a little bit to make it a lot better, is field passes. First off, my biggest complaint is we do not get a field pass for every single promo. Should get one for every single program. That should be, standard. Should have, one for Campus Heroes, for Mold Breakers, for, even different parts of Zero Chill. We have one for Zero Chill, one for Ghost of Mutt, one for Out of Position, all that stuff. We should have, as much as we can grind as possible. You should allow that in the game. But the competitive pass, in my opinion, was such a miss this year, but it has such great potential. Some of these rewards, like I understand the 5,000 coins here and there, the season XP, all that stuff. But right here at level 50, we shouldn't be getting a midfield pack. Maybe throw in like a game day pack or something like that there. Then down here, maybe, random rare strategy items, all right. I mean, that's okay. But the level 90 rewards was horrible this year, besides the second week in which we got the free 89 overall B&D all Madden player. A 97 overall B&D bowlers, backyard bowlers pack. These cards have been out for, 4 months maybe now? 4 months, 3-4 months. No one cares about them anymore, and we're getting a 97 overall B&D. Not to mention, we're not even getting it. If it was a 99, at least it's justifiable. A 97 overall, whenever everybody's got 99 overalls, there's no reason to get this pack. It's horrible. At least make it auctionable if you're going to make it lower. For example, headliners. If you're going to put a headliners pack, if they're doing an 86 overall one, at least it's 60, 70k. That'd be the same thing with this 97, for example. If you're going to put the hero, make them auctionable. Don't make them unauctionable, because then people are stuck with them. And, if I grinded, 5 hours to get up to level 11 of the comp pass, I'm going to walk away with what? 18,000 training, maybe? Something like that. Yeah, not a very good. I didn't like that. I think that could definitely use worked upon. But other stuff, like I think if you left the red zone midfield, all that stuff, I think people would be okay. But maybe drop another reward in here as well, like another player item. But level 90, it's just way too bad. I mean, you can maybe put a player here, like, if we start off the year, if we put I don't know, an 85 overall here and 87 overall at the end of the path. I think that'd be fair. I think that's kind of something that, if you make those B and D, I don't think people really care. But the problem is we're getting rewind packs that have zero value. I mean, there's no reason to grind that all out. But the players in general, I thought they chose were all right. I mean, this last one's Kobe Bryant. They had the Tariq Woolen, Graham all that stuff. I think they did good on the player selections, just the actual implementing it was bad. The other thing I want to talk about is abilities. I think abilities need some major adjusting to. I think they run the game, which they should be factored in, but I don't know how you adjust it. I think the best way they ever did it was Madden 20, where you put them on 3 players, stack one up. They're overpowered. Then the other guys just kind of play on their own. I think that's the best way to go about it. I think the AP is kind of like, it all depends on what ability you get for AP, and I don't like that. I think it's bad that, you look at a card maybe that has 2 AP Gunslinger compared to 0 AP Gunslinger. You're never going to choose the 2 AP Gunslinger, even if he has every single stat better than the 0 AP Gunslinger. So there's a lot of stuff that needs worked on there. I think they're going to focus on that. I think they heard a lot of people's feedback on that. That is something I think we're going to see readjusted next year, and hopefully it does actually come to fruition, because I feel like the last couple years, abilities would just run this game. All right, now let's talk about the really bad stuff that we saw this year. This is the stuff that we really need fixed. If the field passes abilities carried over to next year, people will be upset, but I don't think they'd be, petrified by it. But these are stuff that we need to fix. Number one is slow menus. This is something that shouldn't even need fixed at this point. I mean, this game runs so slow, so janky. Something that was not fixed all year from day one is if you open like around 100 packs, you could not look in your item manager, your item binder. It was horrible. That needs to be fixed ASAP. We need to have quicker menus. We're on next gen now. We need to start, seeing quicker menus. We cannot have the dashboard after opening packs. All that stuff needs worked on. And I think it's probably not going to be a problem next year, but that's the number one thing in my opinion. That really ticks me off. B&D rewards. Too many B&D rewards. I think the Jamal Adams they did at the end of the year was kind of a cool concept. Do more stuff like that. Again, in field passes, don't put B&D rewards there. Make them auctionable. If I'm going to spend 2 hours, let's say, grinding headliner solos, I don't want to get an 86 overall random Divine Diablo B&D card. I want an 86 overall auctionable one, because that card's going to be 70k, and I can put 70k in my pocket if I really don't want it, or I can hold on to it. Something like that, I think we need to eliminate B&D rewards. I think they've kind of killed the game. I think that every card should be auctionable, because you have to allow, not every card, but most cards should be auctionable, because you need to allow grinders to be able to profit on playing the game. There's no reason for me to play 20 hours of Weekend League to get a 99 overall Kobe Bryant whenever I could just go and buy a Joey Porter Jr. on the auction house for 400k, that I spend 30 minutes getting that 400k by just flipping cards and completing sets and making coins, for example. No reason that should be in the game. Make those cards sellable, so at least I have the option to sell them. Rerolls. I thought rerolls were absolutely horrendous this year. I'm just looking at my list. Rerolls were the worst maybe of all time. There's not even a reroll in the game right now I could show you, and we'll talk about this SOB in just a second. But rerolls, there was not a single reroll this year that felt good to me, besides the headliners reroll at the beginning of the year. Every single other reroll was pretty horrible. Yeah, I mean, rerolls got to be fixed. We got to at least either put odds on them or make better odds, because in the past, you were actually able to reroll and have fun with it. This year, you just lost every single time. You would honestly probably profit 1 in every 20 rerolls if you did a large sample, which is horrendous. We need to fix that ASAP. Then finally, the TVP. This kind of killed the game the entire year, in my opinion. Not only did this provide glitches, which fluctuated the market with tons and tons of coins. Glitches, I understand, it happens. I'm not going to, get up in a tizzy about it. But this TVP killed the game, and let me tell you why. This came in as a result of pack strike. If we never did pack strike, I don't think we ever would have gotten the TVP as soon as we did. This literally put a cap on cards for the entire year. Training was capped because of the platinum players. If you put the TVP in the game without any coin quicksell options from day one, that'd be awesome. I think a lot of people enjoy it. Totally cool. But the fact that you're putting a cap on it to where I know 90% of the time I'm going to get a card that quicksells for coins, and on average it's going to be about 30k when it's all said and done. That means that training is not going to, if you take the training, it's not going to fall below 30. 1,000 coins equivalent the entire year. As the training increases, cards will fall down a little bit in price, but they're never going to we're not going to have huge market crashes like we're used to seeing. For example, around Blitz, if you guys played then, there was not a market crash. There was a market crash when the TVP left a couple weeks later, but there wasn't a market crash when Blitz actually came out, which is what we're used to seeing. I think that's a bad concept. I think the TVP, it's hurt the game the last couple of years because it's set training prices, which I don't think is good. Madden 21's TVP will always be the best because it basically was just training coming out of it. You get your coin quixels every once in a while, and that's totally fine. I think you can do that. But you need to put other cards in here. Like there should be like an Ultimate Legend. There should be a Legend. There is a Redux, but there should be other cards like Mold Breakers updated with the promos. Allow you to have the chance to pull the cards as well. That's something that's going to be fixed next year. The TVP, if we're going to put it in the game, we got to make it not set a training price. I think that's a pretty fair deal. Other little things, pack odds, stuff like that can definitely be upped and ante, but that stuff's normal stuff. We usually see that, and we understand that, you're not going to make coins pulling packs. You may make coins every once in a while, but it's not going to be a consistent method. I shouldn't go into TVP knowing that I'm going to be pulling 90% of coin cards because that's not fun. Anyways, this is just my planning of the year. I think they did a lot of good things. Don't get me wrong. I think they really did do a lot of good things, and really good strides were made for this year. But we got to improve. We cannot just settle with what it was. We need to keep improving. We need to keep pushing the boundaries. And I think next year, I have a surprising amount of confidence. And I really hope this game's going to be good. In my opinion, I think they're really focusing on this game. This is going to be really the last, I'd say, standalone Madden that we've seen in a long time, because college football is going to be coming out. That's going to start to take away a little bit of the player base. They're going to drive home MUT this year, I think, a ton, and I think it's going to be one of the best MUTs we've ever seen. But this is EA. Let's pump our brakes a little bit. But if they improve on these things and keep the stuff I said that was pretty good, I think we're going to get good for a year in Madden 24 Ultimate Team. If you guys do enjoy the video, and if you're still watching this point, make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, commenting down below, turn on post notifications. Let me know what you would change about the game. What do you think is good about the game? Give me one good, one thing that's like middle, then one thing that's bad about the game. And I'm NTG. Peace out.